unrecognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Huard. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
We've got ourselves a fight in this one to get back above 500. Week 3 is underway. Fielded at the 7. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. For the Rams offense, getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And we'll get a look at the guy calling the shots, their 5th-year quarterback.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterbacking. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, and a big old win last week.
And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete. What we're seeing now, Brock, they've had some pretty crummy luck, some poor fortune in keeping guys healthier during their early goings of this season.
And this is where focus and attitude is oh so critical. They're rallying around those guys who were hurt and trying to play winning football. So when those players start to come back, Kate, they could jump right back in and really add this depth and be a better team and maybe, just maybe, make a playoff push.
Throw on 3rd down. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So they come on offense now, ready for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Any tackle for loss hurts, Kate. They hurt that much more from a defensive back. Those guys typically are better in coverage, and you got to find a way to make a miss in the backfield.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They motion the slot man right. 2nd and 13. Flushed out of the pocket. He tucks it and takes off.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that 1st down.
And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it. This time he's looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Back to pass on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a first and goal. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. These guys have a great first drive and get the game's first points. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one right down the middle. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He's got it on the bootleg. Throw left side, complete. Now a moment to check out his numbers catching that football last week. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Another carry for him. And it's a nice gain, but they needed just 1 more yard to move the chains. Give him 6 yards on the run, so it's going to be 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's a throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it brings up an LA first down. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Minute 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 16. This throw is cut. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Couldn't pick up anything, and now he brings up 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try it with him again. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Koo able to put it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their second drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 36. He completes it in traffic. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. They've got a man in motion. Play action on 1st down. Finds a man right side. And he's across midfield into Rams territory.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
They will not get another play off. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They're looking at 2nd and 4. From the 46. Completed over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down around the 34.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 34. Brought in right side. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. All set up now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I know he started the play as a defender. Gosh, it looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he gets this forward to the 19. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Pass play now. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Dropping back to throw. Catch is made in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal. Receiver in motion, going left. They'll try and punch it in. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Nothing doing that time, and it leaves them on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Back now, pressure on its way. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams parlay the interception into points. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Rams push their lead to 3. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Option design here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Looking to the air here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
You just feel this defense starting to come alive, don't you, Kate? Got their first turnover last time out. Now they put their first sack on the board. In big plays on that side of the ball, well, they can come in bunches. Defense sure hopes to keep this faucet going, and the offense wants to turn the spigot off immediately.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Rams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Gets him those 3 yards back, but it brings up 3rd and 10 now.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Back to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fields this clean at the 30. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it's going to be their football coming up. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So 2nd down coming up. Option give here. And this is going to be a short carry that just reaches the 40. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. Chicago brings out the punting unit. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. He broke 50 on his 1st punt and looks to have done the same here. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. No return on that punt. And the Rams will take possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Complete over the middle. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
He's got a man left. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They gain 14 on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Now the Rams will use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Setting up a throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. He's dropping back to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Braden Mann out once more for another punt. Hill back deep to return. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He fields this at the 18. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And it'll be their football. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. They send a man in motion. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Rams will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Now L.A. getting its offense all set to go. They have time to look to the end zone first here before they send the field goal unit out. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. They're throwing it. Cut near the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it looks like the offense got that one back. Yes, they did. They pounce on it inside the 10. Field goal unit out there on 2nd down as they try for 3 here before halftime. A very short kick here from the right hash. Koo able to put it through. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing it just before halftime. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So we've reached halftime. Only a 6-point difference between these clubs. We'll catch up with the rest of the league later. Let's go right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Hill now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Chicago offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Bails out of the pocket quick. He takes it himself. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Chicago 1st down. They'll throw it. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's a give up the middle. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
That's caught for the 1st. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Cut out left. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and 5. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And the Rams adding man to the secondary. We've got 5 in the nickel, 3rd down. He's going to throw this one. This one's taken in by Hill. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic 1st down.
You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense, roughing the kicker. And now they've got a 1st inside the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Hits his running back. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. Slot receiver headed left. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. They only managed 1 on that carry. Now they're going to have 3rd goal from the 5. Pass play coming here. Buys time, rolling, and he carries it in for the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll take the lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Rams ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They'll run now on second down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now, I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Rams is hurt, is going to need some help out there. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Hauled in left side. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
You get to that money down, that 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
He's got it at the 24. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They've got first down from the 31. Running it now out of the gun. In the middle holes, they don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Man in motion, headed right. 2nd and 10 now. Got his target, it's Hill. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completed to his running back. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
On first down, they'll run. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Chicago first down. Running back sent in motion. To the air now on 1st and 10. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Hill comes in motion left. From the 21. Completes this one to Hill. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was
under review.
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. That one right down the middle. And these guys grow their lead to 8.
21, Rams 13.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Has this at the 6. He's stuffed on the return at the 27. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Play action on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. They send a receiver in motion right. Trying again following the sack. Short pass brought in. And that will not be enough for a first down. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Rams football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Looking for a throw here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
What you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Jukes one defender, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt.
And he's in for the touchdown. These guys have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys lead by 15 now. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Starting from the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The Rams headed out to the field now. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And this one doesn't go far.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
He'll throw it. Completed left-sided Thomas. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They'll come up 1st and 10.
And the Rams, 1st down.
Here's the handoff. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
This is one of those cases, Kate, where basketball and football blend together. You know, great zone defenses in basketball, you think about them through the years, they trust one another. They know where they are as defenders on that court. Same thing in coverage. When you trust one another, when you communicate, good things happen. Just like that, you suffocate a pocket because there's nowhere for the quarterback to go. You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it, he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the 1st down.
They still need 10, but the offense getting set on 4th down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Completed over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. And this one won't get close. They make the stand and force that turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Chicago getting set to take the field now. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
At the Rams, 42-yard line.
From the 42. He puts some air under this one. Deep. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
PAT effort coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And these guys grow the lead now to 22 points. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Out come the Rams on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 and the 31. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 31-yard line.
From the 31. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Rams are going to have a first down. They'll try and throw it here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Back now, pressure on its way. Setting up the running back screen. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense up to the line fast. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's brought down after a short gain. Working quickly here. From the 44 here on 2nd down. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. He has the first over the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Working inside the red zone. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Still sticking with the passing game. He brings it in. And he drives this forward to the 6. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Has it in close. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. They are throwing it again. Escapes the puck, and he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles! The Rams get it back to within 2 possessions. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback.
And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
You spend all week on 2-point plays, trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
And they aren't able to get it back. The hands team does its job.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Simple dive up the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. And he's able to take this up pretty close to that 40-yard line. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Back back to the well again. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now the Rams are going to use their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. With the win in hands, they don't take the knee. Let this clock run out.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this contest. Now a modest little win streak blossoming for them, Brock. They've got 2 in a row as they get out of here with a victory. So for my partner Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It was a great effort from our winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.